the car on either side. We do not see any in this photograph, but usually 2 or 3 Secret Service agents will walk on either side of the car so that they are there to spot anyone who looks like a troublemaker. Government sources now confirm, we have this from Washington, government sources now confirm that President Kennedy is dead. So that apparently is the final word, and an incredible event that I am sure no one except the assassin himself could have possibly imagined would occur on this day. The President and Mrs. Kennedy had gone to Texas in a speaking tour which was to be, in effect, more or less the beginning of the President's 1964 campaign. It was a trip in which it had been hoped he would bring the various dissident forces in the Democratic Party in Texas together and heal up some of the political wounds that had existed there. Instead, it ended in tragedy with the President's death. We have no word as to the condition of Governor Connally, of Texas, who was also shot, although evidently he was not as seriously wounded and apparently is still alive. The President was shot in the head. Ed Silverman, do you have further word?
There is a report from Dallas. One of the TV newsmen covering the motorcade says that he looked up just after the shot was fired and saw a rifle being withdrawn from the 5th or 6th floor window of a nearby building. So apparently it was caused by rifle fire. Here's another report, Ron, which just came in.
This one says Senator Ralph Yarborough of Texas, a Democrat, talking only a few minutes before... We are now going to bring you an audio report, that is a voice report, from reporter Bill Lord in Dallas. Come in, Bill Lord.
Hello, Bill Lord, are you there? Come in, please, Bill Lord. Well, Bill was at the other end of this phone a moment ago. He has been at the sheriff's office. Apparently, he had to leave the phone for some urgent announcement. We had hoped to bring him to you now, but apparently Bill Lord has left us. We will bring him to you as soon as he comes back to the phone. Now back to you, Ron.
Thank you, Ed. Senator Ralph Yarborough of Texas, talking only a few minutes before to newsmen, collapsed in sobs as he told of witnessing the slaying of the President. Senator Yarborough said he was in the 3rd car behind the President. He said, "It seemed to me that at least 2 of the shots came from our right rear. I cannot say about the 3rd. It seems impossible that there could have been more than 1 sniper. But it seemed impossible to me that there could be even 1, considering the security precautions that are usually taken." To recapitulate some of the information which we've already given you, in case you may be joining us late, President Kennedy is dead. He died in a hospital after being cut down by an assassin's bullet while his motorcade was moving along on the outskirts of Dallas, Texas. Texas Governor John Connally also was shot, but there is no word up to this time on his fate. There was a report that Vice President Johnson also had been wounded, but this was denied by Mrs. Johnson. First word of the President's death came from 2 priests as they left Parkland Hospital's emergency ward where the President was taken. Their announcement brought audible sobs from a crowd of scores of newsmen and other citizens. The confirmation of the President's death came